Hey, what's up, Two Wheel Trends fam? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, so you don't miss out on any of our future reviews, rides, and everything in between. Today, we've got something really exciting to talk about, a bike that's making a buzz in the entry-level segment, and it's from none other than Royal Enfield. That's right, we're diving deep into the 2025 Royal Enfield 125cc, a bike that's grabbing attention from first-time riders, commuters, and even seasoned bikers looking for something compact and efficient. So, let's get into it and break down everything about this bike, from its design to its performance and pricing. Starting with the overall design. The 2025 Royal Enfield 125cc is a visual treat for anyone who loves a minimalist, retro vibe that still feels fresh and modern. This bike stays true to Royal Enfield's roots but with a twist that makes it relevant for today's market. Up front, you've got that classic round halogen headlamp, which is a nod to Enfield's heritage, but it's now flanked by LED daytime running lights, giving it a contemporary edge. The chrome touches on the headlamp bezel add that little bit of sophistication you expect from Royal Enfield. The turn indicators are also modernized, with clear lenses and bright amber lighting, giving off a crisp, no-nonsense appearance. Moving along to the side profile, this is where you see the design shine. The Royal Enfield 125cc has an understated elegance, with a clean, well-proportioned layout. What I love about this bike is how Royal Enfield has managed to blend the retro aesthetic with modern-day practicality. The fuel tank has that traditional teardrop shape we've come to expect, but the paint finish is rich and glossy, available in a variety of colors that really pop. You can get it in shades like classic black, forest green, and even a vibrant red for those who want a bit more flair. The branding is subtle, with just enough badging on the tank and side panels to remind you this is a Royal Enfield. The exhaust system is sleek and slim, running parallel to the ground, with a brushed metal finish. It gives the bike a more refined and premium look without being too bulky. You'll notice that the seat is pretty comfortable too, with just enough padding for daily commutes or weekend rides. It's a single-piece seat, so pillion riders are welcome, and it's wide enough to offer support without feeling oversized on a compact frame like TH. Looking at the rear, the 2025 Royal Enfield 125cc keeps things simple and clean. You've got a neat tail lamp that's now fully LED, which is a nice touch for visibility and safety. The turn signals at the back mirror the front's design, with clear lenses and strong, bright illumination. One of the things that stands out here is how compact the rear end is. The fender is short, keeping the lines of the bike sleek and modern, but it still does its job of keeping dirt and debris off the rider. The rear grab rail is also nicely integrated into the design, so passengers have something sturdy to hold onto without disrupting the overall look of the bike. Alright, now let's talk about what's under the hood, or should I say, under the tank. The 2025 Royal Enfield 125cc is powered by a single-cylinder, air-cooled engine. It's 125cc, as the name suggests, but don't let that fool you into thinking it's underpowered. This engine packs a punch for its size, producing about 11 to 12 horsepower, which is pretty decent for a bike in this segment. You're not going to be breaking any speed records, but for city commuting, weekend rides, or even short highway stretches, it gets the job done with ease. The engine is mated to a smooth 5-speed gearbox, and the gear ratios are well thought out for the kind of riding you'll be doing with this bike. The power delivery is linear, and while it's not going to take off like a rocket, it's more than enough for daily use. What really stands out here is how refined the engine feels. There's very little vibration, even at higher speeds, which is something that Royal Enfield has worked hard to improve in recent years. You can tell they've put in the effort to make this bike feel smooth and enjoyable, even on longer rides on the road. The 125cc engine feels surprisingly capable. For those of you who might be new to riding or just looking for something that's easy to handle, this bike ticks all the boxes. It's lightweight, tipping the scales at just around 140 kilograms. So maneuvering it in traffic or parking it in tight spaces is a breeze. The low seat height also makes it accessible for riders of all sizes. You can plant your feet comfortably on the ground, which builds confidence, especially for beginners. In terms of handling, the bike is nimble without feeling twitchy. The suspension setup is tuned just right for city riding, with telescopic front forks and twin shock absorbers at the rear. It soaks up bumps and potholes well, keeping the ride smooth even on rougher roads. Now, don't expect the same kind of plush ride you'd get on a bigger cruiser, but for a 125cc bike, it's more than adequate. When it comes to braking, the 2025 Royal Enfield 125cc doesn't disappoint either. It's equipped with disc brakes up front and a drum brake at the rear. While I would have liked to see a rear disc brake as well, the current setup is perfectly fine for the kind of riding you'll be doing on this bike. The bite from the front brake is strong, and you've got enough stopping power to feel safe and in control, even when you're carrying a pillion. One area where this bike really shines is in the practicality and user-friendliness department. The instrument cluster is a mix of analog and digital, which I personally love. You get an analog speedometer with a small digital display that shows your fuel level, trip meter, and odometer. It's simple, clear, and easy to read at a glance, and no unnecessary distractions. The switchgear is of good quality, with a tactile feel that makes it easy to use even with gloves on. You've got all the usual suspects here: headlight controls, indicators, horn, and the starter button, all neatly arranged and easy to reach. So, what's the verdict on the 2025 Royal Enfield 125cc? Well, if you're looking for a bike that blends classic styling with modern features, has a smooth and refined engine, and is easy to handle, this bike is a solid choice. It's perfect for city commuters, weekend riders, or anyone who wants a no-fuss, reliable machine that looks great and rides even better. Now, let's talk about pricing. Royal Enfield has positioned this bike at a very competitive price point, and you're looking at something in the range of $2,500 to $3,000, depending on your market and any optional accessories you might want to add. For what you're getting, that's a fantastic deal. You're buying into the Royal Enfield brand, which is known for its heritage and quality, without breaking the bank. To wrap things up, I'd say the 2025 Royal Enfield 125cc is a bike that ticks a lot of boxes. It's stylish, practical, and most importantly, fun to ride. Whether you're new to motorcycling or just looking for a lightweight daily rider, this bike is definitely worth considering. That's it for today's review, folks. Thanks for tuning in, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, drop a comment below, and let me know what you think of the new Royal Enfield 125cc. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to Two Wheel Trends for more reviews, ride videos, and all things motorcycles. Until next time, ride safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.